Abusia President Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah. Namibian first female president. Mami wedi 72 years. Now the reforms are Mami de Bano. It generated a lot of international discussions. Now a trendy everywhere. President Netumbo, I instructed the Namibian Immigration Service over 500 American nationals were Namibia. Aoma flouted on the immigration laws of Namibia and omun deported omunina. Mami says if Africans need visas before they enter United States there, then Americans should equally need a visa before they enter the land of Namibia. Inti Americans omo Namibia omo overstay omo period in Namibia. Mami say the immigration service ni making sure say these Americans omo over 500 no omo ina be deported omo. Now effective April, any American citizen be ebe hunu wo Namibia on craft visa say legally or who kwan say obetina Namibia. They will treat the person as an alien, just as the United States President Donald J. Trump treated African immigrants. Now, this move has given the woman a lot of recognition, and a lot of Africans are praising the woman. So, yeah, dear, that is the right way to go. People are saying that this is a direct response to President Donald Trump. Na obi bisa se mami onu kra ye hwan Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah a Namibian politician. She's been in politics for a very long time. Now he was appointed the deputy prime minister in 2015 by President Hage Geingob. Now in March 2021 and President Hage Geingob enemy mami say onu nebeye presidential candidate for the 2024 Namibian presidential elections, and unfortunately in February 2024 and President Hage Geingob na onu free no automatically the vice president Dr. Nangolo Mbumba ebeye president for Namibia, and omo appointed a new vice president, and that vice president was Netumbo Nandi. It obeye the third vice president for Namibia and the first female to occupy that position, and serve from 4th February to 21st March 2025. Now in the December elections Namibia for no on 3rd December 2024, and omu declare President Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah as the first female president elect for Namibia. Onya 683,560 votes, representing 58.7% against the two male opponents Panduleni Itula and McHenry Venani. And on March 21st, 2025, Yaina Mami ye inaugurated as the first female president of Namibia.
Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah.
Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah.
Do hereby swear.
Do hereby swear.
That I will strive to the best of my ability.
That I will strive to the so help me God.
Now, bet na so from March 21st, reforms are many di tutujano. The Namibian people they say omunya any regret for voting for this woman as the first female president of Namibia. Now, apart from the deportation, Mami di abetuja say yen deport Americans, Mami is also pushing for free visa entry for African nations. Or say Africans must not feel as foreigners on any African soil, and Africans must not be divided by colonial borders. Enti o pushi for free visas for all African nations. As if she's able to do that, all African nations, opesa uko Namibia, you will not need a visa. And once a ma obag so abusia, na wakwa do Namibia. And another thing na mami na ya man for bona baso no say mami was sending strong warning and message to the German government to say, or say the Germans should sincerely apologize for the atrocities and pain that they inflicted on the Namibian people during the 1904 to 1908 genocide, and they must meaningfully engage in reparations as far as that genocide is concerned. And waka esisudia say justice for the descendants of the 1904 genocide is non-negotiable, so the Germans should do the needful. Now to the people that have no idea about the 1904 genocide, and it's in January 1904 there was an ethnic war waged against the Herero and the Nama people in German Southwest Africa, now Namibia, by the German Empire. Now what happened is in January 1904, a group of Herero people led by Samuel Mahero and the Nama people led by Hendrik Witbooi rebelled against the German colonials. Now it is reported about 100 Germans and omukuomo at a place called Okanja, specifically on 12 January 1904. Now in August 1904, the German people led by Lieutenant General Lothar von Trotha author, and so eko face the Hero people led by Samuel Mahiro in the Battle of Waterberg, and they defeated them. Now the Battle of Waterberg, these Germans, they were about 1,500 people, and now the Hero people were between 3,500 to 6,000. Now the funny thing was that the Germans were having modern rifles like a tool, machine guns, and shockingly, the Heroes were having traditional weapons called kiwi, and that is what is on your screen. It's a brand na Germans true any akodia back. This is what the Heroes were having, and they were defeated, and many people were killed. Drive you to the desert. Now report it says the Heroes went there for expectation of peace with the German people, and then majority of them were killed. Drive you to the market desert. Most of them died of dehydration and starvation. And in October 1904, after said the Nama people say Germans Heroes bebre driving some of them to the desert, they also retaliated and went to the Germans, and sadly they also suffered the same fate. Between 24,000 to 100,000 people of the Heroes were killed, and then over 10,000 Namas were killed because Namas for no doso, and for desert so imprison making sure say desert will not even have any chance of coming back to where they lived. Now this particular history Namibia for no because now since 1908 in 2004 and the German government in 1904 to 1908 but that time they didn't consider any financial compensation for the descendants of the people that were affected, and they did not recognize it as a genocide. In 2015, Germans declared they've reflected on the things that happened in 1904 and 1908, and they realized that indeed it was a genocide. Still, there was no financial compensation. But through that, in 2018, the human skull and other human remains Germans they call Germany just to serve as racial superiority were returned to Namibia as a matter of remorse and reconciliation. Now in 2021, Germans issue official apology to Namibians, and that is what is on your screen. And Omo agrees on 1.1 billion euros over 30 years just to fund projects in the communities that were affected by the 1904 to 1908 genocide. The Namibians rejected because they felt for the pain that they inflicted on their people during that time, it is not about 1.1 billion funding for projects. It's almost rejected. And President Nitombo Inandi Indatwa Germans now or requested for official apology to the people of Namibia. Now Omonsansu making sure that they will sit down with them and do proper reparations for the genocide that happened in 1904 to 1908. Now, Abusia, there are a lot of reforms Edi Tutuja. Now, in the subsequent days, I will definitely walk you through most of the things that the woman is doing regarding their oil resources and other sectors in Namibia. Into interesting days ahead. Yeshe Hawa, the first female president of Namibia, ever standing up for the people of Namibia and the African continent at large. Because what demonstrates she's not only thinking about Namibia, she's also thinking about Africa as well. Interesting times ahead, and I will definitely monitor how things evolve regarding Namibia, the Western world, and the continent Africa. But we are hoping, some of the things that they are doing, other African countries can also emulate and also do same in their country just to liberate their people from modern day colonialism in Africa. Until then, share your thoughts with me in the comment section and follow the page for more. Media Citizen, Virginia. God bless you.